Stranger, may we speak? Over here, you have the look of someone who deals in gold and blood. We seek to right an injustice, but we can't do it alone. Until the Pact set us free, we were the property of the Volek family. Now the last of the Voleks has come to Mournhold. Help us get revenge for generations of slavery. Find Bettina Volek, lure her to her family's townhouse, bring her there, and we will have our revenge. The Volek daughter can be found at the nearby inn. Look for her there. Each of the Voleks has been dealt with, one way or another. Bettina is the last of her line. Taste the breeze and I had an egg daughter, eyes that glint. The Voleks worked her to death. Their own daughter must pay for that crime.
Can you believe it? Dragons in your own homeland. What are you going to do?
This one does not know, but he hopes his family is safe.
She waits for me through storm and shine, cross land or sea. I run to her and together we sway as we kiss, sway as we kiss. Her graceful shape I heave up high, and in one hand I hold her nigh.
Greetings. Have you heard of the once great Volek family? I'm the last of my line. No, I suppose not. My family's been involved in things I'm not proud of. That's part of the reason I returned to Mournhold. I'm here to reclaim my family home. It's been sealed since my father died, when we fled the city for Vardenfell. I was so little then, but I promised I would return. My family kept Argonian slaves. They worked our salt rice plantation and were the source of our wealth, and the cause of our doom. When the Pact freed our slaves, they rose up and murdered my father. My mother and I fled. A shadow hangs over my family. My mother returned last year to claim our property. I never saw her again. She was murdered. I'm sure of it. Now, I think someone is following me. I can handle myself, but I'm still worried. Ah, Sarkir and Tastes the Breeze. They want to kill me as they killed my mother and father. The house is nearby. Meet me there. It's time for me to face my past. Thanks for meeting me here. I'm glad I don't have to face this alone. It's time to face the past. It's a shame the lizards suffered under my parents, but they've had their revenge. They've no right to take my life.
Die, Volek, for eyes that glint. Silent!
I suppose I must now see to the farm. It won't ever be the same, you know. Now I guess I'll see about restoring my family's fortune. Eventually, this unnatural pact will fall apart, and we can return to farming the old-fashioned way. Please, take this in gratitude for your help.
Please, listen to me for just a moment. It's very important.
beg of you.
So much to do, so little time.
You'd think the guards would have found something by now.
Another 100 things! What? Keep them tight.
You expect them to do their jobs? Ha!
Another 100 things! Keep them tight.
You're a new face in Stormhold. As Vice Canon tasked with today's duties of audience, it is my solemn duty to warn you of the killer loose in our fine city. Be on your way, travel in pairs, etc. Did he mention the finder's fee he receives for sending you into the swamp? Of course not. Since he didn't, I'll provide you with his fee directly. Hand it to him the next time you see him, or use it for a pair of watertight boots. 3 murders, and Stormhold's about to boil over like my father's fish kettle. The Dark Elves blame the Argonians they owned before the Pact outlawed slavery. I miss the days of kicking arse. Now I'm expected to kiss them. That's not a question I've heard from a stranger. Fancy yourself a bloodhound, do you? I'd never doubt Stormhold's guards in a siege, but we've seen no progress with these murders. We'll gladly pay a bounty if you find the killer. Here's a list of the victims' families. Find out what they know about their murdered kin. I'm almost glad the guard never got around to it. As my son says, mammoths can't dance. You'll likely find Dendris Indolor at home. Gethys Omavar works at the smithy. As for Tamriel Alor, try the Mages Guild. Hold your nose when talking to that one. A while back, Argonians and Stormhold were slaves to the local Dark Elves. The 2 other Vice Canons work to mend the bad blood, but it's slow to get anything done when nobody trusts the Guard. Recently, some Argonians went missing. We heard a nasty rumor about Dark Elf slavers in the city. False, of course. Then the bodies showed up. All Dark Elves. The new rumor says Shadow Scales are targeting Dunmer. Nearly started a riot. They're a pain in the fundament. An armed group of Argonians lurking in the swamps, killing enemies of their people. If you want to twist the Dark Elf's ears anymore, you may as well burn an effigy of Almalexia.
On your way, stranger. I have no patience for small talk. About time the Vice Canons do their jobs. Ireland's body lies captive in the mortuary. I can't even see him, let alone bury him. Why all these ridiculous delays? Dumark, take this accursed town! Shadow Scales, who else? He spoke out against the Argonians, and rightly so. He was targeted for having the courage to say what we all think about them. I'm no bigot, but if you ask me, the world would be a better place without those scaly fetchers.
What do you want? Finally looking into my brother's death, eh? I get it. I'm sure you and your Vice Canon pals had better things to do than your jobs. Naldin wasn't the brightest star in the sky, but he didn't deserve this. Most of Stormhold, Naldin ran up a lot of debts. He also picked a lot of fights with the lizard skins. If the shadow scales didn't get him, it's because someone else moved faster.
This is taking forever.
Pardon my tears. I recently lost my wife and... I'm sorry. Can I help you? Ironi and I always believed in the Pact. We came here to build a better life with Argonians and Nords alike. Some of my people blame the Shadow Scales. But what would they gain from her death? We treat everyone the same. It makes no sense. Thank the gods! She's in the mortuary, which they keep locked. But Ironi made those locks, so I have the master key. Here, take it, please. Find out who did this. Don't allow her to become a symbol against the Pact.
I hope to be done here soon.
Lock your doors tonight. They found another one.
I won't go down.
Please, I have an urgent message. Gethys Omabar sent me. It's about his wife, Ironi. Gethys saw Ironi alive. He watched her enter their home on the other side of Stormhold. He asked you to meet him there as soon as you can.
Praise Vivek! Halva found you! Whatever's in my home, it isn't my wife. Ironi. My Ironi. She's gone. I know that. But when I saw her enter our home, I had to find out how she'd returned. That's when she stabbed me. If that Argonian hadn't leapt between us, she'd have finished me off. I don't know. But he tried to save my life. They were still fighting when I crawled out the door. They both moved so fast. Please, help him remove that imposter from my home. Don't worry about me. I'll soon see my true Ironi.
Vice Canon Hrondar is indisposed. He informed me you've been assisting us in our recent troubles. Are you any closer to discovering the killer? Then we can concentrate our efforts elsewhere. Many will blame the Shadow Scales regardless, but our concerns are greater now than scapegoats. I fear the true culprit struck again, though I pray I'm incorrect. When I said Vice Canon Hrondar was indisposed, I spoke half the truth. He's missing, and I fear it's the work of our killer. This is why Vice Canon Servina and I request your utmost discretion in recovering Vice Canon Hrondar to us. Listens to water as one of our little fish, our eyes and ears. He signals when he possesses urgent information for the Vice Canons. A short while ago, we received his signal. Be swift and silent as currents in a stream. Speak with Listens to Water on our behalf. Look for the mud huts. Don't ask for him by name, or he'll think you a debt collector. Remain discreet. If Listens to Water found the scent of Vice Canon Hrondar, follow it until its end. I saw strange lights coming from Tamriel. I thought it was deserted.
I understand you were instrumental in crushing a Daggerfall army at Devon's Watch.
I didn't know the Hist could die.
Take those.
Shaw's bones, it's good to see you. The Dominion right under our noses. Damned insidious. I have to warn Servina and Hetamin. Quick, untie me. Yes, but I've been here less than a day. Some of Stormhold's citizens were here longer, held in the alcoves nearby. I'll distract these Dominion snowbacks. Should buy you time to free the prisoners. Meet me on the surface.
You did it! I'm free!
Free at last.
I'm hurt! I owe you my life.
Gods, it felt good to bury an axe in their throats. From the prisoners trickling out, I trust you enjoyed yourself as much as I. Did you free them all? I'd be better if the damned ruins beneath my feet weren't infested with Dominion. We've posted guards until reinforcements can wipe them clean. You kept this city from tearing itself apart. Stormhold's in your debt. If the Dominion sent a large force to infiltrate Stormhold, they must have a camp somewhere in Shadowfen. It's time we take the fight to them. Tenma Walk, a Daedric ruin southeast of here. It's big enough to harbor a substantial enemy force, and close enough to trouble Stormhold. Besides, my scouts report signs of activity within. I'll take a regiment to Tenma Walk. Don't want to take any chances. You freed me from the Dominion's clutches before those skin-stealing milk drinkers could kill me and wear my face. Of course I could use your help. Meet my regiment at 10 Mile Walk. Keep your blades sharp. I'll find a way to turn you loose on the Dominion.